Whether we have just started our business or we are scaling our business, all of us reach a phase where we are all burned out. It's like we lost that energy, that focus, that productivity. And even if we are in our workspace in front of our laptop or in front of our sketchpad or notepad, our brain kind of resists working on a project. Even if we have a lot on our plate, it becomes really hard to put our inspiration on paper. Hi, I'm Utsav Kamboj, founder of All About Architecture and Design, and in this video, in collaboration with India Today Home, I'm going to be talking about how to battle burnout and stay creative in your design business. And it's a lot more common than we think it is. So first, I want to talk about how to battle these burnouts. So these burnouts typically happen if you have a lot going on in your business and you are the only one who's handling all the areas in your business because you can't afford a team member to do these things for you. These burnouts also happen if you haven't taken a break from your business in a while, and trust me, that's very important. Or if you haven't figured out your priorities or you haven't planned your work ahead in time, or if you haven't found your purpose in your business, something that feeds your soul and makes you jump out of bed every morning. And if you can relate to any of these, give me a high five because I have been there too. Thumb rule number one: finding your purpose in your business means defining your vision for your business. Why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? And I don't mean to make profit or money, that is always the end result. So, why are you in this business? How do you provide value to people? How do you use your passion to create an impact in the world? This is how you find your purpose. And once you know what your purpose is, it becomes so easy to communicate with your team members and keep them inspired, with your customers or future clients as to why you are the best fit for them, which takes you a really long way. The second thumb rule is plan, plan, plan. I get so excited when I talk about this because this has been such a saver for me. So, when we talk about creating vision in our business, we create goals for our business. Where do we want to reach 5 years from now or 10 years from now? So, for example, let's say I have dedicated a 5 year goal for my business. In order to achieve that 5 year goal, what can I do in this year to achieve that 5 year goal for my business? So that helps me in planning this entire year around that goal. I have, in those entire 12 months, I have at least one minor goal dedicated each month, and I plan my entire month around that goal. I have this really beautiful planner by Alicia Souza. I love this planner and I carry it with me all the time. So I have an annual planner and monthly planner and weekly planner, and I make it a point to work around that planner and work around the priorities that I've set for my business and for myself, because that kind of helps me in looking at the bigger picture, which is achieving my 5 year or 10 year goal and not focusing on small hurdles that I have to face in order to achieve that bigger goal for my business. Thumb rule number three: batch your time together. So our day is typically divided into four parts: administrative work, low priority work, high priority work, and family time or alone time. So how batching works is basically you batch similar tasks together. So suppose you have to do cold calling. So you can dedicate just 1 hour to doing all the administrative work, like calling a vendor, calling a client, calling a family member or a friend, or answering the emails, answering the social media messages. And once this work is done, we can simply hop on to the low priority work, for example, going to the bank or doing any departmental work or something like that. And once that is finally finished, we can switch on our focus mode and work on our high priority tasks, which get us the most results for our business. This has helped me a lot in setting priorities and setting productivity for my business. Thumb rule number four: you are running your business is not running you. So this happens to us a lot of times, that we are dragged by work or people because we haven't set our priorities straight. This used to happen to me for a really long time, and how I dealt with it is that I started creating to-do lists for myself. I created one to-do list for myself which had all the administrative work I had to accomplish in the coming week. And then I had a productivity list for myself which had a maximum of 3 to 5 goals that I had to accomplish in that coming week. And I pinned it on my work table and I refer to it 90% of the time. Thumb rule number five: create a system for your business. So do a self-assessment of yourself and figure out what is holding you back from exploring your true potential, and then work on those problems. Create a system for your personal life and for your work life, because to tell you the truth, these two combined together affect our creativity more than we can ever imagine. So you are in this business, you have the freedom to work your way, to lead your way, to live the life you dreamed of, not just professionally but personally as well. So if you want to achieve complete fulfillment, working a system around your personal life and professional life is the best hack for you. And let me tell you something, I didn't derive all these things all on my own. I learned these things with time, by reading so many books, by listening to podcasts, taking online courses, taking help from my mentors and family and friends and all these amazing people I have. But that one thing that struck me the most is, it doesn't matter which profession we are in, we are designers or not, what we create has an impact in the world. Whatever we are making, we are putting something out there which is creating a difference in the world. And it's up to us to decide whether the difference we want to create is a good one or a bad one. I hope you enjoyed this video.